If you have been ghosted, let's talk about the manifestation side of things. This is part 2 of the ghosting video that I just put out. If you haven't seen it yet, I will link it above. But a lot of people have been having their own reactions to this video. I had some people that were like, what about the everyone is you pushed out of it all? Other people were like, I'm glad somebody in the spiritual community is speaking about this, because just simply saying, oh, it's your fault because you manifested it is not good enough, okay? So what I wanna do is I wanna deepen this conversation, I wanna broaden it, and I wanna talk about why the conversation is still a manifestation question, even if we're saying, fuck that, absolutely not. We're rebuking the behavior, but from a manifestation standpoint, that is what we're discussing in this episode of Roxy Talks. Stay tuned. What is up, my beautiful, gorgeous, wonderful, chosen, worthy, unicorn magical creature? Welcome to another episode of Roxy Talks, where we discuss everything required for you to live the life of your motherfucking dreams. I am Roxy Lee, your favorite manifestation coach, plus business psychic, plus timeline oracle. If at any time during this video you're like, Roxy, can you please just like look into my situation, tell me what's going on with my patterns, what's blocking me, what do I need to do next? Yes, that is what I do in my one-on-one work. You can find that at roxytalks.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. And while you're down there, check out my 30 days of alignment. It is a free challenge. It's actually the challenge that I gave myself when I changed my entire life and I started setting new standards for myself, how I was going to behave, how I was going to behave internally, how I was going to behave externally. And it's actually what allowed me to start my business and create Roxy Talks and become the person that's sitting here right now. So I'll leave a link to the free 30 days of alignment in the description below. If you enjoy the kind of content that's going to help you live the best version of your life possible, please subscribe and hit the bell notification so you never miss an update. I drop new videos every Monday and Thursday at 11:30 a.m. PST, and I'm always chatting live during the premiere. So please come say hi. And if you're feeling generous, please like and share. That helps us reach as many people as possible, and everyone deserves to live a life that they are just absolutely obsessed with. And that is like my whole vibe. Okay, so let's talk about this ghosting, being ignored, being unchosen by a person, by a friend, by a family member, a partner, whatever it is. It's different for every single person. That's what I noticed from the comments, was a lot of people have had this situation happen to them in all kinds of areas of their life. And this is why it's really important to have higher standards for how people treat you. So that video that I put out, if you go watch it or if you've seen it, you'll see, number one, I was really sharing my true feelings. So I kind of let my professional side, I let her off for the afternoon, and I was actually very explicit about what my true perspective is on it, which is something I generally don't share all the time on platforms like this, because this content that I make is about you. This is what I said in my last video, and I still mean this. This content is about you. My goal is to make sure that you live the best life possible. It's not about me, so I generally keep my personal opinions under wraps, but this is a subject that it just chaps my ass, you know what I'm saying? And so I wanted to just be real about it and say what I really felt. And I appreciate the people who said that they really resonated and they appreciated seeing somebody actually speak honestly about it. And I also appreciate the people who wanted to know what the manifestation of it all was, because that is, after all, what my channel was built on. So let's dive into that, because I don't need you to have my same opinions at all. Like, I am completely content in having my own opinions, my own ideas, my own ideals, and not needing anyone else to validate them. I was sharing my perspective because I think a lot of the people that I see in the manifestation community that are trying to create beautiful relationships are going about it from a disempowered place. And that's not anybody's fault. We're all built how we're built. We all come from the families that we have. We all have the programming that we have. You have your standards and your boundaries that you have. And that's not a criticism against you. It is just, this is something we need to be aware of. Awareness and discipline, that's where 360 comes in. I always mention it. I'll just put a link to 360 in the description if you want to learn how to actually find these specific limiting beliefs everywhere in your psyche, in your mindset, in your belief system, so that you can target them in real time, eliminate them, and then create a different reality from the one that you're normally caught creating. Like the cycles, the patterns, the things that you always, oh, this again, this always happens to me. 360 method, I'll leave a link to that below. That's where you fix that. So you know, you come into a relationship, you have the boundaries that you have the ideas that you have your experience, you have your history, and everything that's ever happened to you. It doesn't even have to be love. It can be from your family, friends. It's different for every single person. But after so much life, you start to build these expectations about what things are going to be like for you. You have fears, you have worries, you have doubts, and all of that stuff creates what you manifest. And that's why the, you know, everyone is you pushed out conversation, the like, sometimes people say like toxic positivity or like the spiritual bypassing of it, like, oh, well, you manifested that, so it's your fault. I don't disagree with that. I wouldn't say that it's your fault because I don't want to put blame on you. Like, no one should be blamed for it. Is it your own manifestation? I believe yes. That's my belief system when it comes to reality creation. Do I think that's your fault? No. That's why we're talking about this right now. And that's why I wanted to broaden this conversation. However, your inner state mirrors your outer state, right? What you think about, what you feel about, what you expect is what happens on the 3D screen of reality. So this is why you have to be very conscious of what it is you believe about people, about yourself, about relationships, the give and the take, how people show up, for you specifically. And like the world at large specifically. There's so much that goes into it. But if you look at your history, you'll find that there isn't like a ton of variation in how things go for you. There's generally like a pattern. There's generally like a blueprint. There's generally like a sequence in the way that things go for you, unless you're consciously working, to do something different, to shift the tides or to go in the opposite direction. And this is why this conversation of like everyone is you pushed out, yeah, you manifested it, comes out. I'm not disagreeing with that. And I do believe that we manifest what we expect to happen to us, what we fear, what we worry, what we doubt. You know what I mean? Like it's all a part of the feedback loop that you are experiencing as a human being. You see your reality, you take in what that means to you, the composite of 3D image and your interpretation of that becomes its own slide that then gets put back out onto the 3D screen of reality. You see that experience, you make an assumption about it, a reaction. The composite of those two things comes back out into the 3D printer of reality. You see that, you make an assumption about it, that creates a composite, that comes out of the printer. Like it is a constant experience of, I see it, I assess, I print something else out. I see that, I assess, I print something else out. And pretty soon, again, you're living in this, what they call a feedback loop, right? Like I see the thing, I experience it, I recreate it, I see it, I experience it, I recreate it over and over, unless you're able to like stop in the middle and actually, halt the progress. This is why we do 360. It catches those things in real time so that you can actually change, so that you don't have to keep living out this same like sentence that you've always experienced. However, it always boils down to awareness and discipline. Those are the cornerstones of 360. Awareness and discipline. You have to be paying attention to what you're saying, what you're assuming about what you see on the 3D, right? Because where your control lies is between this is the thing I see on my 3D reality and what I say about it, because that composite that then becomes the next slide that is sent out onto the screen, that's where your control lies, because you can see anything that you want in your 3D reality and then say something different about what that means to you in your mind. Basically, an easier way of saying that is like you can choose how you react, right? If you choose how you react, you choose what you say about the situation, you choose what that moment means to you, now you're changing the tides, you're changing what happens for you. And this is where you start to be able to control reality, essentially, is like instead of just seeing what comes to me, reacting to it the way that I always have, which then creates another experience for that to come back to me. This is why it keeps happening over again. So when we're talking about ghosting, being ignored, whatever, there is a seed in your past that maybe happened with family, it could have happened in childhood, it could have happened in your first relationships, it could have happened with your crushes, it could have happened with your friends, it could have happened with family, it could have happened in anywhere. But there's generally a moment that I found, I've talked to thousands of people, where you get this like first, oh, I can be left. Oh, I didn't know that could happen. Or maybe you've never experienced somebody showing up for you, whatever it is. Like everybody has their own story, like I said, but there's generally a root. There is a seed when you started to associate other people showing up for you as a like, I don't know about that, right? And then because you have that expectation, now you're changing the composite, right? So you see something, someone, let's just go very basic. Someone lets you down in childhood, you react to it. You have a fear imprint for it now. This did something to you. It hurt you young at a core level, right? So now you have been bracing for that moment, protecting for that moment since then. And that bracing is a manifestation. It's a state, right? So you have these experiences. Now you're looking at the landscape a little bit differently. You're looking at people a little differently. It's not like this rosy-eyed, like, oh, they're always going to show up for me vibe. It's a, I don't know though. What if I give my heart and, right? That builds this like fear that then creates new composites for you to see in your 3D reality, new experiences for you to react to, but you're still that little person that was ghosted, that was ignored, that learned that people can't be trusted. And so when it comes back around, it's like, see, see what happens to me? This is why I have to protect myself. This always happens. Da-da-da-da. And then you perpetuate it. And it's just this cycle that, again, feedback loop. It just feeds on itself. It's the snake eating its own tail. So you have to have that awareness and discipline, that wherewithal to say, no more of that reality. No more of this pattern. No more of that version of this relationship. No more of me allowing that to be okay. No more of me allowing that behavior to have longing and desire attached to it. That's not fair to me. It's not fair to me. So that video that I put out about ghosting was so that you can raise your standards. Because if you don't have a higher standard, you're not able to see that behavior, see the 3D reality, print that out for you and say, you know what I'm saying? Like I said in that last video, the sooner you can spot that behavior and say, no, 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 no. No, no, no. We are not going to continue down the same road in the same way. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to confront it. We're going to leave this at whatever, like whatever works for you in the moment. That is your situation. It's going to be different for everybody. However, just looking at it, seeing it for what it is and saying, no, I will not accept that behavior. I will not romanticize that. I will not believe that this is my future. I will not give my all to something that's not giving me anything back. I will not pour my light, my joy, my love into an empty vessel. I just won't. I'm just not going to do it. This changes everything. It's when you do that that everything changes, because now you are on a different trajectory. Now you are in alignment with receiving someone that actually cares. You're in alignment with receiving communication. You're in alignment with receiving consistency. When you consistently say, I will not accept any less than my standard. Now you turn away from that which does not nourish you, that which doesn't nourish back, that which doesn't reciprocate, that which ignores you or leaves you or diminishes your value. And then you are now naturally oriented toward reciprocation, communication, appreciation, validation, all of the Asians, celebration, everything that you actually desire comes from you being able to see that behavior and say, no, I will not pour my joy, love, and light into something that does not reflect it back to me. I deserve better. I deserve something, someone, a situation that sees my light, that says, I see your light and I'll fucking raise you a light, bitch. And pours back and gives back and communicates and shares their feelings and cares enough to work through moments that are difficult instead of just brushing them aside and acting like they don't matter. When you're able to say, that is what I am here for, that is what I deserve and what I receive, now you have turned away from the pain, away from loss and grief and the feeling of being cheated out of something that you were ready to pour love into, right? And then you get to orient yourself, your energetic field, your manifestation process, however you want to look at it, toward receiving reciprocity, love, appreciation, communication, validation, again, all of the Asians, everything that you actually want. And you become a match to receiving what you actually want by saying no to this, okay? So that was the point of that video. And I'm actually gonna make a new video about standards. I will link it above when it's ready because this one's gonna come first. And we'll dive into like how to raise your own standards so that you can receive better in every area of your life. But for this conversation, did you manifest them to do that? I guess so, okay? Because your reality is an imprint of your inner world. Can you change them into another version that loves and respects you and shows up? I believe it's possible. But at what cost? At what cost? Because in order to do that, you're going to have to turn your manifestation back onto the area that has not nourished you. Is that what you want? Is that what you deserve? Or are your manifestation bucks better spent at the U store? When you focus on yourself and you focus on raising your standards and then enforcing those standards, again, you raise the bar for what you're able to receive. You raise the bar, whether that comes from that person realizing your worth and showing up and doing all the things you want, I don't know. Whether it results in someone else coming through and showing you all the qualities that you've deserved all along, I don't know. I don't know how it turns out. However, you can only get a better version of them, a better version of love, a better version of the next person by expecting better within yourself and essentially becoming a better version of yourself by no longer perpetuating that old story, by no longer perpetuating that old pattern, by seeing it in real time and shifting it in the moment, 360 method. That is how you change yourself and how you change reality consistently. That's you being consistent within yourself that allows a consistent partner to come and mirror that. So you're creating the standards within yourself that you want to see mirrored out in the 3D world. And you're deciding how you react to and or define, however you want to look at it, the 3D world that you see so that you can change and move towards something that you actually want to experience. So I want you to comment down below. I am receiving beauty and love in all areas of my life. I am receiving beauty and love in all areas of my life, because no matter where you may have felt shunned or discarded, you felt someone turn away from you, I want you to know that there is still so much in the world that is ready to pour love and beauty and magic into you when you are the vessel for that. When you know that that is what you receive, then that is what you get to receive. Now, if you want to work specifically on your standards in love, check out my Manifest a Specific Person workshop. I'm going to link it in the description below. It is my best selling workshop, and it is going to uncover everywhere this kind of stuff lies within your psyche, your expectations, your beliefs, your system, your history, so that you're able to use what we talked about with 360 on your love story, okay? It is extremely powerful. It is going to uncover so much shit and allow you to actually change these patterns in real time. That is the Manifest a Specific Person workshop. Again, that'll be linked below. And then if you actually just want to do this in like all areas of your life, that's in 360. So 360 is all areas of your life doing this. The Manifest a Specific Person workshop is like hyper focused on doing this in love and finding those specific things regarding your relationship. I'll leave both of those linked in the description below. And if you just want to sit down with me and have me look into your situation, tell you where the blocks are, what patterns you're repeating, how to move through into your next chapter, that is what I do in my private work. You can find that at roxytalks.com, and I'll leave a link to that in the description below as well. If you enjoy this video, please subscribe and hit the bell notification so you never miss an update. I drop new videos every Monday and Thursday at 11:30 a.m. PST, and I'm always chatting live during the premiere. So please come say hi. And if you're feeling generous, please like and share. That helps us reach as many people as possible, and everyone deserves for their relationships to be beautiful and magical and fulfilling and reciprocal. Thank you so much for being here. I love you and appreciate you so much, and I want to see such beautiful things happen to you. That is why I'm here. That is why I do this work. I care tremendously for you. I care about your happiness. I care about your well-being. I care about what future you create for yourself. And that is why I'm here to help you do it every step of the way. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. You're needed. You're necessary. You're beautiful. We're all raising our vibrations together. I did it. People have been like, where's your old outro? We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you. I love you. I'll see you next time.